Well, good morning, folks. So I'm going to be trying to put a short on in here using the 15-minute SIBI. And initially, I want to see it try to trade down into this discount fair value gap. I have a limit order in with the expectation that we could potentially trade up into that little fair value gap right there. So if you look at how we have had multiple attempts to trade higher than the 320 level, they're jagged. So I run the risk of not getting a fill here, but that gives me insight. This could become a breakaway gap. But right now, we're looking at it as a potential area to go short because there's a volume imbalance in that area just to the left of it as well. So I'm going to measure the wick in here, see if I can get my stop just above the consequent encouragement of that wick, midpoint basically. And I'm just waiting to see if I can get a fill. If not, I'll have to take something lower. And that's fine because there's a potential inversion fair value gap. I'm noting a fair value gap on the 15-minute time frame. You can see there's time, or not time, but the price levels here. And this is where I want to see my first partial come off at. And then, meaning I want to see at least get to this price or lower before I take my first partial. So far, it looks like it may want to run lower without going up into that inefficiency in price. I have noted where my limit orders are. Yeah, I like this little area here. It's a little too smooth. Let me show you. Look at this here. See all these lows? See all that? That's my eye jumps right to that stuff. Wherever the markets are real smooth, my eye goes right to it. It's just years of looking for it. And I see that as a draw on liquidity. Now, it could go lower, but those are the levels I'm looking at for how the market will reach for a discount. Because right now we're at a premium, and it looks as if I am not getting that. So we're going to note the inversion fair value gap here. And inversion is usually shown as like an orange hue in my examples. And I say that loosely because sometimes I may be trading. I'm going to lower this down here. So I want to try to get in right above the previous down close candle, which I just got to fill. Now I just want to put this in here just a little bit above the consequent encouragement of that inversion fair value gap. And when I get it filled on the second one, I'll consider where I want to put the stop loss at. It'll be less than it is now. And don't think we're going to run yet. I might want to bang one more time in there. If not, I'll use the low of the conversion fair value gap to get me in. Try not to be too demanding on it today because it's no news. Just a little bit more, baby. Come on. It should do it in here. There we go. Now we're at the dance, so let's go. All right, so I have my stop now up where the volume imbalance, just to the left of that pink inefficiency. I suspect that now is a breakaway gap, but I'm monitoring price. I'll come up and annotate that in a minute, but that's my first partial. And that may graduate lower depending upon how we move here. We're just trading at an immediate rebalance with the up close candle trading into the bottom of that inversion fair value gap. So far, we're seeing exactly what I'd like to see. Immediate responsiveness lower. I'll widen these candles so that you can track a little bit better. And moving the stop lower just above the inversion fair value gap. It should not return now to the upper side of that. And I'll note this is a breakaway gap now. And we'll make it yellow. I really don't like yellow, but I just want to draw special attention to that because you can see as the trade pans out. As you can see, we are not using market replay. We don't look at fake results like that to garner online clout. And the countdown to the candlestick close, you can see that in the right side price axis of TradingView. And it is market open, so nothing here is delayed, nothing is fake, nothing market replay. Actual live executions over live price action. All right, I'll maximize this. You can see a little bit better. And the trade looks overall really nice where it's at now. And I'm contemplating lowering that partial. I'm looking at that swing low between 7:30 and 7:40 a.m. and that's sell side. So yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I want to take the first partial there. So let's take this off here. We don't need to show that anymore. So first partial, let me just annotate it. Well, how do I say it? I'll just type it here. This is a minor sell side liquidity, meaning that it's not the determinants of the move. It's just this is the initial minor sell side target while being short. I want to see it trade there for my first partial. So therefore, it's hopefully being communicated effectively here. And because of that 15-minute time frame inefficiency that I annotated before maximizing this 1-minute chart, that's the blue levels here, 18,307 and 18,304.75. That's that 15-minute old buy side and balance sell side inefficiency where it traded down half to half of it. You can see it between the 730 and 740 level. And now stops have been rolled unless it was some crazy gap movement higher. Risk is removed and commission costs and fees would be covered. Again, $10 US dollars per contract. That's fees and commissions factored in, so that way you can see why that 125 covers that. 10 contracts at $10 per pop, and it gives me, basically a pizza dinner, even if I get stopped out. So we're just floating above that first partial, and it should have really filled me. There you go. Must be random. All right, so now what I want to see is I want to see it get real heavy in here because we're inside that 15-minute old buy side and balance sell side inefficiency, and there's a gap in the blue on this 1-minute chart. So there's really not a whole lot of ground to stand on in here. So I want to see large ranges kind of like protract lower. So I'm preparing to take partials off, at one contract at a time. I want to see the bottom of that or the lower blue line here at 304.75. If it can trade there, I'd like to take one off. I think, come on, just a little bit more. Yeah, I'll take one there. And I want to take some in here. There you go. And now I have 3 left. I'm going to let that stay and ride to the lower target where it's too smooth in there. So far, it just looks really, really good. Everything that I'm looking for is in motion, and we're really in striking distance. So this has been just a real dandy of a trade here. Feeling facetious. Let's put some lipstick on this as we go out and sail into the sunset. That's so random. A little smiley face. Just a twist of knife. Oh, ICT, you're so diabolical. As you can see, no nonsense, no graffiti all over the chart, just showing you visual aids, what I'm looking for and why. Hope you found it insightful. Till next time, be safe.